Blog Talk Radio.
Welcome everyone to Food for the Soul with Chef Ramon Weldon. How was your weekend? It's getting to be a little warm in South Carolina. Thank God winter's almost over. This week's going to be 70 degrees. Everybody get ready to start doing your yard work. A shout out to Ruby Weldon Gaston, James Gatton, Dr. Sandy Hill, Stacy, Jennifer, Jason, to my niece and nephew. Check out Blogspot Radio every 5 p.m. to check out Food for the Soul. You can follow me on Twitter at RCW112, email rcw112@yahoo.com, or you can email me at weldonr112@gmail.com. If you have any feedback or anything you'd like to say, you can call me at 646-915-9934. Once again, you can call me at 646-915-9934. If you want to talk to me or make comments on the show live, I'm always here for you. Happy birthday to Dr. Gwen Addison Duncan. Happy anniversary to Justin Demetria Works. My prayers go out to everyone that is in pain, lost someone, can't find a job, can't seem to get a breakthrough. My people perish because of the lack of knowledge. Food for the Soul menu, chicken enchiladas, falafel and cucumber sauce, dessert lemon fridge tart, drink champagne fridge. Food for the Soul thought, life is the best teacher. Today on Food for the Soul, I'm going to talk about a lot of topics. Well, not a lot of topics, but a lot of things I've been reading. As you know, stand your ground in Florida is always on the front thing to talk about. Everybody's still talking about that. And how can we change this law? Well, I said protest Florida. Talk to your council. Let your voice be heard. Second case in Florida. Over last week, a lady drove herself and her 3 kids into the ocean from the beach. She's been charged with attempted murder. People, if you are stressed out and you can't find someone to talk to about your issues. Don't try to take matters into your own hands because you're only going to make it worse. talk to your counselor, your parents, your siblings. Talk to someone that's in your corner to hear what's going on with you. Today is Harriet Tubman Day, and if you don't know who Harriet Tubman was, she was an American aboriginalist who freed a lot of slaves to freedom through the Underground Railroad, and today is her day. It took a brave woman to do that in those times to help free other slaves and to go through the persecution and always know that your life is on the line, because back then we was considered property, and you running away was a bad idea. I mean, they didn't care for that. They killed you to teach others a lesson about running away, and they want you to stay in slavery. Thank God we don't have that kind of slavery anymore, but we have a new kind of slavery, and I'll talk about that later on in the show, in other shows. Today we're going to talk about prep work, preparation. You cannot be a good anything without the prep work first. You cannot be a good basketball player if you never played basketball in middle school, high school, college. How you going to be a professional player? The same thing applies for football. If you never played in elementary, middle, high school, college, how you going to go all of a sudden tell me I want to be a professional football player? Everything that you do in your life, you first have to have the prep or be prepared to do it. You cannot prepare a meal without having the ingredients first. You cannot start something and in the middle of it talking about, oh, well, I think I'm going to get some chicken. Then, oh, well, I don't have the onions or the celery or the carrots or whatever. You have to have a list of the things that are required for you to complete an assignment or a task. After a while, it becomes easy after you first do it. Nothing happens overnight. Everything takes prep work. You're not a good man or a good woman until you've been prepped to be a good man or a good woman. That means you have to first find out what it is to be a good man or a woman. Being drunk up at the club or high up at the club does not make you a good man or a woman. Having a short temper and not understanding how to handle life situations do not make you a good man or a woman. You have to have patience and long-suffering and know how to treat the people in your life accordingly. It's a saying, love thy neighbor like I love myself. In other words, if you can't love your neighbor, how can you? If you don't love your neighbor like you're supposed to, how that's going to work? Because I know everybody loves themselves, so you're supposed to love your neighbor like you love yourself. That means you're supposed to treat them nice, talk to them, don't spread rumors or lies or gossip, or try to bring them down by any means necessary. That means if you don't love your neighbor, you don't love yourself. So how can you be in a relationship with a woman or a man if you don't love yourself enough to forgive and to learn from life lessons? Let's talk about George Zimmerman once again. He's doing a gun show. And we know what George Zimmerman has been famous for in the past few years, and it was nothing that we highly want to think could happen in the near future, but it happened a lot. And we also need to look at the fact that if George Zimmerman was a black man, he won't be getting all this attention. I'm not trying to play the race card, but let's be real. They're not trying to put him out there like that if he was a black man that killed another black man. He won't get all this media attention, all this media hype. All this stuff won't be going on because look at the stories Every day there's one black person killing another black person, and nobody's saying anything about it. There's no protest. Nobody really wants to talk about it. Everybody wants to turn and hide from it. But because George Zimmerman was of another race, it's an issue. And I'm not saying that we should take pride in the fact of that, but let's be real. Killing somebody is wrong no matter what race it is. It doesn't matter if they're black, white, green. It don't matter. It's still murder is murder. We know this also is the month for Obamacare, Affordable Health Care Act. And I know a lot of people are like up in arms about this not right for the government to make us get health insurance. We have that right to do what we want to do because we are grown American adults. To me, I have no personal say in the fact of the Health Plan Act. So I'm going to just say this is the last month for that, or you can sign up any other time. But after this month, you will be penalized. For all my dreamers out there, keep your dream alive. Never give up hope. Never let nobody tell you what you can't do, because like I said, it's in the prep word. Back to prep work again. We noticed in life that the greatest performers did a lot of hard prep work, like James Brown, the best dancer, not the best singer in the world, but when James Brown give a show, he give it his all. They say he was relentless in the practice. He would charge people in the practice for being late, for not having his shoes shine, for not having that image that he was trying to portray to his fans. The great Michael Jackson, we knew he was a great dancer, singer, songwriter, but we also knew he worked really hard to get to that level of excellence. It's in the prep work. A lot of times, we fail because we don't want to put the prep in the work. We want to have a fly-by-night success. We want to spend 50 cents and try to get $50,000 back. What kind of foolishness is that? Come on, man. How dumb do you think you are to spend 50 cents to get $50,000 back? Parents, prep work. Your kids are not going to be great if you don't prepare them for greatness. That means you have to help them with their homework. Instead of playing spades, running around trying to buy crab legs. And girl, let me tell you what I heard. Did you see that video last night? Man, come on. Take time with your kids. Teach them how to count. Do multiplication tables. Prep work. You have to be on it all the time to be successful. You think CEOs were born CEOs or people that were born at the top? No. Some people had to grind. Some people had to work hard to get there. They did not do it overnight. So here you is with your lazy behind. You don't want to get out of bed. You want to smoke weed all day. You want to get drunk all night. You want to hang out with the fellas or the girls, talk a little bit of trash, make a baby with somebody that you don't like, and now you got this child that you can't take care of, and you have no problem of filing taxes every year. That's crazy. Be prepared. Be prepared and make sure that you have proper planning for what you plan to do next. Life is like a chess game. You cannot have victory if you don't make every move calculated and thought about what would happen if I make this move. Nothing happens overnight. Get used to that idea.
so let the music play. System loud, won't turn it down. Got the beat knocking, got the whole watching like, every time we ride through. Every time.
To be a good chef, you have to learn knife skills. You have to do something over and over repeatedly till you get it in your head. I was fortunate to go to school, and I learned a lot from the chefs there, and they prepared me for the future to be successful. And yes, it was hard work. There is nothing easy about reaching the top. Sometimes you have to go through rejection, and sometimes you get rejected more times than enough. Sometimes you get so used to the rejection until it's the norm. But know that you cannot give up, because no matter what, it gets hard. I know it gets hard because I've been trying to branch out into other areas too. And it seems like every time I try, something happens where I can't do what I want to do. But I still do the research. I still do the labor because I know I still have to prepare myself for that step. There's nothing than getting to a place and you're not prepared for that place. It's going to set you up for failure. I know you want it now. I understand because I want it now. I mean, it's hard. It doesn't get easy. You don't come up with an idea. You try to see the vision through, and then you get rejected. That's a terrible feeling. It's a hurtful feeling. It knocks you down. It's like, and it takes away your confidence level for that day. But hold out for a little bit longer. The longer you hold out, the better you'll be in the end. It's the process. And nothing in the process is easy. You have to break a few eggs. People, I'm trying to tell you, it's hard to bake a cake without breaking some eggs, getting some flour, getting some butter. It's complicated, but it does not last forever or always. Such as dating. It's a process. It's the prep work. So you get tired of going on date after date with the wrong people, spending money and time, and then you find out it doesn't work the way you think it's going to work. I know it's the preparation. It get hard. But, Lord, when you find that right woman or that right man, you thank you, Jesus, finally, it was worth the wait. Because, man, I tell you, it was hell. And we all go through that in life. Nobody wants to be lonely but a crazy person. But some people need to be lonely because they are crazy. I know that the sun don't always shine, and sometimes it might be a little bit rainy than normal, and sometimes there might be a little ice out there. But don't hold your head down. Hold your head up. Know that you tried. That's all that matters, trying. That's the one thing about success. You have to fail first. Imagine if Michael Jordan never practiced day after day after day, dribbling, shooting, three-pointers, free throws. Could you imagine what would happen? He will never be the greatest player in history if he never practiced. Preparation is so important. And he got rejected. He got rejected from a college. He did not make it through the cut. But that didn't stop him. He worked out a little bit harder to say, you know what? I'm going to show you. And that's what we have to do. We have to show people that reject us that, you know what? That's okay. That's okay. You hurt me. I understand. But I'm not going to give up. I'm going to keep pressing, and I'm going to keep pressing. I'm going to get knocked down. I'm going to get back up. I'm going to keep fighting. No matter how hard this gets, I'm going to keep doing what I got to do. The greatest champion in the world, one of the youngest champions in the world, he was prepared for the fight, but he was not prepared for the failure. And that caused a big issue. And I'm coming to you talking about Mike Tyson. Mike Tyson was a great boxer, but nobody never prepared him for a loss. I'm not saying there's nothing wrong with winning, but sometimes you got to be prepared to take a loss. That's business 101. You're going to lose some and you're going to win some. That's just life. You have to take the good with the bad. And then you have the facts of life. You remember that show from back in the day? But back to what I was saying about prep work. You cannot go to college if you were not successful in high school. If you was not successful in high school, you have to go back to the beginning, elementary. Each level that you're on prepares you for the next level. Kindergarten prepares you for first grade. First grade prepares you for second grade, so forth and so on. Then you get to the sixth grade, then you transition to the middle school. Then the middle school preps you for high school. Then high school preps you for college or the real world. And that's where a lot of people fail in the preparation because they don't take each step serious. You can't skip a step. You want to skip a step. In algebra, you can't skip steps to solve for the answer. You have to go through each process to get to the answer. And sometimes, I remember back in the day doing a problem, it might take a whole page to get 0. Can you imagine? You done move this over here to cancel out this over here, and then you solve for R, then you go to this, and N equals 0? Man, you know how much work it is to get 0? Man, that one problem might take you 30 minutes, and you like 0? Man, that can't be right, but you backtrack. You divide, you subtract, you multiply, you add. You do all the steps to get the right answer, and you know what? It's still 0. But you follow the steps to get to the right answer. And that's just life. You have to follow the right steps to get to the right answer. You can't skip a step. You think I don't want to be successful? Sure, I want to be successful. You think I don't want my own TV show? Sure, I want my own TV show. You think I want to be single? No. But at the end of the day, it's about the process and the preparation. And sometimes you be like, Lord, how do these dudes that have no job, no transportation, have no drive, have nothing good for themselves, but have 2 and 3 baby mamas? You wonder. But you know what? You can't be jealous of a mess. Sometimes we think it's so easy on the other side and the grass is so much greener. It's really not. It's still a mess. And somebody used to tell me, you got to look at what making the grass so green. Sometimes it might be a whole bunch of doo-doo. So you can't go by how green the grass is.
I know some people trying to maintain. I know some people trying to maintain. I know some people trying to maintain. Live and walk the life, but look, we all the same. I know some people trying to maintain. I know some people trying to maintain. I know some people trying to maintain. No matter how you say it, I can feel your pain. College graduated, you working too hard to be a graduate. You working 2 jobs. Thought that you'd be making 50 plus a year. Working both jobs with a pay that can't compare. I know how you feel with salary made for dollars. And I know how you feel when all the bills are piling. Thinking to yourself, how the fuck this happened to me? Looking to your future, pray to God that it ain't gloomy. Parents looking at you, I know you feel ashamed. You thought it all be different, but things are still the same. You look around and all.
Today is Monday, and I know it's warm in South Carolina, and I know Tom sprang forward the other night. Spring brings sunlight, which brings new growth, because we just went through winter, and everything was cold and dying or was dead. So just as your life, this is spring. The seeds that you plant will grow with water, with love, with encouragement, with kindness. Nothing is going to be for your bad if you just keep up with all the good that you do. It will pay off. It might not pay off when you think it will pay off. You might not get that dream job when you think you're going to get that dream job. You might not meet that dream person when you think you want to meet that dream person. You might not buy your dream house when you're going to think you're going to buy your dream house or a dream car or whatever. But you still have to prepare for that day. You have to still be responsible with money. You still have to be responsible with time management. Great leaders and great success was not born overnight. It takes a lot of prep and a lot of work, a lot of getting knocked down, a lot of failure. And when you finally reach that plateau of success, sometimes you went through so much you don't even know you reached it till somebody else tell you that you got there. The only thing I do know about life, if you get it easy, you might not appreciate it like you would if you work hard for it. Like if somebody brought you a car, you might not take care of that car like if you worked and brought your own car. Because if you buy your own car, you're going to baby that thing. You're going to make sure the oil get changed. You're going to make sure the tires get rotated when it's supposed to get rotated. You're going to make sure it's clean. You're going to make sure nobody don't smoke in it or dog it out. You're going to take care of this baby like it's your last. But if somebody give it to you or you got success overnight, you might not appreciate it because you didn't work for it. And we live in a microwave society where everything is done instantly. Everybody falls in love instantly, overnight. What happens when hard time comes? The faster you fall in love, the faster you fall out of love with anything. I've been doing this show for almost a year now, and I remember I didn't know what I was doing. I did not have a clue. I didn't even know what to talk about. Through time and practice every Monday at 5 o'clock on Blog Talk Radio with Food for the Soul, I'm getting better and better. It didn't happen overnight. Nothing does. So please, thank God for Harriet Tubman and what she did. And once again, if you got any questions or you want to say anything to me, email me at rcw112@yahoo.com or weldonr112@gmail.com. Or be a guest calling at 646-915-9934. Once again, please email me at rcw112@yahoo.com, weldonr12@gmail.com, or call, please. Call. I'm looking forward to hearing from you. This show was about preparation and being ready for the next level in your life. Remember, nothing happens overnight. The greatest joy comes in the morning after a long, hard test, and you pass that test. This has been Food for the Soul. Check me out next Monday at 5. Please log in, listen, love all y'all. And remember, my people perish because of the lack of knowledge. Have a great Monday. And we've been listening to All Star. Check us out. Hope you have a great Monday. And please, you have a few more weeks to sign up for affordable health care before you get penalized. I have no idea about how the penalization works. But people, please look into it. See what it's about. Be blessed. Remember, love breaks every chain. And I hope to hear from you soon. So remember, always know that joy does come in the morning.
I know some people trying to maintain. graduate, you working 2 jobs. Thought that you'd be making 50 plus a year. Working both jobs with a pay that can't compare. I know how you feel with Sally Mae Sally, and I know how you feel when all the bills are piling. Thinking to yourself, how the fuck this happened to me? Look into your future, pray to God that it ain't gloomy. Parents looking at you, I know you feel ashamed. You started off different, but things are still the same. You look around and all your homeboys are in the game. Them niggas making money, you can tell from what they slang. You think this is the life for you, still it keep enticing you. Niggas saying come on, they just steady hyping you. So you went to school to end up like a fucking fool. Get it how you live, your one and only rule. I know some people trying to maintain. I know some people trying to maintain. I know some people trying to maintain. Different walks of life, but look, we all the same. I know some people trying to maintain. I know some people trying to maintain. I know some people trying to maintain. No matter how you think, I can feel your pain. College graduated, girl, you got potential, but you on the pole and I ain't talking presidential. Got your BS, but now it's BS. Niggas toss a couple hundred for your safe sex. People come and go, they love the way you do it. Been doing it too long, it's really nothing to it. Still you cry at night when you think of corporate life. Business suit, glass office, how you picture life. Now with 2 pieces matching your stiletto heels. 6 inches give your ass a certain sex appeal. How you really feel, they never see it on you. Even if they could, they never feel for you. See, I know how you feel when Sally Mae is out. And I know how you feel when all the bills are piling. Girl, I know it hurts, and I can feel your pain. Every night you say you quit, but still it never changed. I know some people trying to maintain. I know some people trying to maintain. I know some people trying to maintain. Different walks of life, but look, we all the same. I know some people trying to maintain. I know some people trying to maintain. I know some people trying to maintain. No matter how you think, I can feel your pain. College graduated, nah, not yet. So you ballin' hard, refund checks. You ain't worried cause you got a couple years. And when you finish school, you ain't working for no fears. You feel you educated, but boy you didn't know. They don't care about your grades, just the people that you know. Now you know, so I expect for you to do better. But still you party hard and your mindset is whatever. See, I'm just talking to you, cause I've been in your shoes. Sally Mae's a bitch, man, don't get that shit confused. See, niggas after graduation went into the service, so they can dodge that bitch and give their life a fucking purpose. Cause jobs wasn't hiring, them bitches were firing. Economy was bad, older folks wasn't retiring. You fucking up and you gon' feel when Sally Mae is dialing. You fucking up and you gon' see when all those bills are piling. I know some people trying to maintain. I know some people trying to maintain. I know some people trying to maintain. Different walks of life, but look, we all the same. I know some people trying to maintain. I know some people trying to maintain. I know some people trying to maintain. No matter how you think, I can feel your pain. No matter how you say it, I can feel your pain. We live a different life, but look, we all the same.